Hi everybody, it's Dana Straw. I am going to go over how I would apply the information, the labs that we kind of went through during our week camp. So I'm going to start off just telling you about me. I teach at Elkhorn Area High School. I've taught here for 10 years, and next year I will be teaching these 5 courses. We teach tri-schedule, so I won't be teaching all 5 throughout the year. I'll be teaching portions of it or all of it. So I'll be teaching anatomy, AP environmental, principles of biomedical science, biology, which is a 9th grade course, and then material science. So again, since I'm not teaching all of these courses throughout the year, it was somewhat difficult in where I can make everything fit. But for PBS, which is a Project Lead the Way course, we start off the year with Anna Garcia. We find her dead, and then throughout the year we have to figure out what she died of. And so for Unit 1, we try to decide manner and cause of death, or manner of death, and we discover that it was some sort of natural cause. It wasn't homicide or suicide or anything like that. And so we go through evidence at the crime scene, or at the scene, and then one part we do is we look at blood type, and Anna shares the same blood type as another person, so then we have to do gel electrophoresis to figure out who the blood belonged to. And so what I would include in this unit is the STR. I just find that information relevant, and it would go a little bit more in depth of how they in a court case use DNA and talk about what percent the DNA, like chance it belonged to somebody. So I would actually go into the STR and get into more detail about how the FBI and the probability and the math behind it. So I would just add that information, and I wouldn't add necessarily the lab, but the information that we received at the camp. AP Environmental, our speaker talked about biofuels. I plan to use some of the graphs, they were wonderful graphs, to talk about energy use. And then I would probably kind of lead in that there's opportunities. I would probably use the lesson plans, the materials within the website. I plan to spend more time diving into that. And then for material science, he touched on bioplastics. So we do a bioplastics lab. I'd probably talk about biofuels as well, and the processing to create those biofuels, since material science is how do you get one thing and make something different from it. I find where I'm probably going to use most of this is with sharing with others. I am teaching biology, but not section 2, which is genetics, so I plan to share the epigenetics lab with my cooperating teachers. I feel that lab was easy enough for 9th graders. I didn't finish the second part of it, but day 1, easy enough. The material cost I don't think was outrageous, so I plan to use the epigenetics lab, try it out with our 9th grade biology, if anything, our honors biology course. I also plan to discuss a lot of this information with my AP biology teacher and medical intervention teacher. She does a lot of PCR. She's doing a lot of the labs, just modified. Obviously not the same, but the same type of labs. So I'm going to share the labs with her and the cost of those labs in case she wants to look into something different. Again, she has to stay close to the curriculum for MI, but maybe in AP biology. I plan to share that game with her, the DNA game. I feel like that would be really great for high-level students, so perfect for MI or AP biology. And then I plan to do the stem cell Saturday. We take about 12 students to Marshfield. They have a Saturday in February where we take about 12 students. It's a 3-hour drive there and back, and they're able to go on tours. So I feel like we already have a group of students. We actually get motivated and interested in this, so I feel like I could get another group of students interested in the stem cell, and it's a closer location. And I plan to try to do this with other teachers to try to make it easier to find the students, to get interested students to kind of sign on board. So I plan to contact Madison Tech and make sure that I have students get involved in the stem cell Saturday. So that's my plan for how to use this information, more so sharing. I will, again, talk about the STR, biofuels, bioplastics, and then share out a lot of information with others I work with. Thank you. Have a great school year.